Hey, David Wayne here. I am in Worcester, downtown, and right there is the Comhurst building. I'm standing in front of the Mechanics Hall. What I'm going to show you here today is how these buildings look different from all four sides. And I'm going to show you some evidence of mud flooding. And yeah, let's take a walk around this block, up around the back of the Comhurst building, and then we're going to look down this alleyway, this street, and then we're going to walk around and finish right over there at the bottom of that street right there. Sudbury, I think it's called. Anyway, I want you to notice this building, the Comhurst building, right there. And notice the building next to it. It's really the same building. They're connected. But they're built to look different, right? And what I want to do is show you this Comhurst building close up, so bear with me. All right, so I'm down a little further. I just wanted to show you how old this building looks and all the designs. And the more you go up the building, the more fantastic it gets, right? Mini Legos, if you will. Okay, so notice, so this building and this building are basically the same, even though they're made to look different. So let's walk around the Comhurst building up the street and see what the back looks like, the side and the back. All right, guys, I was just right over there looking at the front of this Comhurst building. This is the side of it. Ornate all the way to the top. And what I'm trying to show you here is how it's built into a steep hill. Let's just walk up here a little bit. And you notice how it transitions into just a plain brick structure, right? But it's the same building. Giant archway in the middle. You see how the building's all connected? You know, from like the second or third floor up. It's right through, you see. Now let's walk out and back of this massive building built into the hill. See what the back looks like. All right, this is in back of the Comhurst building. No ornateness, just all cream-colored brick. Nothing special, right? It's raining on me, guys, so I'm trying to be as quick as possible, but as diligent as possible as well. So let's look at this side of the Comhurst building. And then I want to show you this building and how multifaceted it is. So first, let's hop across the street. You see Mechanics Hall down there, right? Just incredible. All right, and here's the Comhurst building. Takes up a full city block. Front's different from the back. It looks like multiple different buildings, but it's all the same complex, okay? All right, bear with me, I'll restart. Okay, Comhurst building. Mechanics Hall. And now let's look at this building right here. It's called the Comhurst High. It has a date of 1928 on it. Mind you, built into a very steep hill. Okay, doesn't look that steep on camera, but it is, guys. It goes very steep. Okay, so I want you to notice here, the girls section. I guess that's where the girls would go in. Notice how that's like 20 feet tall. This middle section, the entranceway. Just want to get you some view of the whole building here and what it looks like. But that's about half as large as the girls' entrance. And look here, I've shown this before. You see the boys' entrance right there? It's only like 8 feet tall. What's up with that, right? But just take in this building. It's a 6-foot door, 6.5-foot door in there. Boys' entrance. The main entrance, about 10 feet high. And the girls' entrance down there is about 20 feet high. Does that make sense to anybody? Okay, bear with me for a moment, guys. All right, guys, I made it about 50 feet further up the hill here. And I wanted you to see this building next door. It's called the Puritan Building. The U is a V. And notice how in between these two structures, there's only about a foot space there. Right there. And take in this building right here, guys. The Comhurst School building. And what it looks like here. Now let's walk around this little block here and end down where I told you I would end. So bear with me a minute. All right, looking down the street there, you see the Comhurst building, Mechanics Hall, Comhurst School, this Puritan building. Who builds like that, right? All right, so first change is on the side of the Puritan building. You notice how the bricks are all red and different. Okay, now I'm gonna walk around the corner and show you what the back of the Comhurst High looks like, or the Comhurst School, excuse me. Okay, so that's behind the Puritan building. And you notice the 1 foot space there, right? That's how we know we're right behind. But look at the back of the school. It's completely different. If you were driving on the street and then driving on the other side of the building, you would swear that they were totally different buildings. But look how this has all been changed. Like that entryway right there would match up with the girls' entry on the other side. All right, let's continue to walk around and see how it changes. All right, I walk down a little further and you see it changes from the newer style to brick and then back to, on this side, the same pattern as the front of the building. And from this location, you can see Comhurst High is different on all 4 sides. And there's the Comhurst building, and it has multiple different looks to it. Just all different, guys. Let's continue down this road. Yeah, right here. Let's finish on this side of the Comhurst building. And the Comhurst building and the High, they're literally, 40 feet away from each other, right? So In my opinion, these are all connected underneath somehow. This has all been covered up. Whether this is mud flood evidence, cataclysm evidence, I think it's pretty clear that something happened here and these buildings were buried. And then they just put roads in all on the top, guys. Mechanics Hall. And again, the Comhurst building is just massive. It takes up the entire block on a hill. And this parking garage here, guys, it was probably once a building connected to it as well. There you see. All right, so I'm at the very bottom. This is the Comhurst building, Mechanics Hall across the street. And look how Mechanics Hall is just, that looks like a different building, but it's actually the same building. Were they built this way, guys? Or was it our friendly FM club people that put a change on all these buildings? I don't know. They look original to me. Just built so different, but all connected at the same time. It's a lot of copper up there, guys. That there is all geopolymer, cement type structure. All right, thanks, guys. And one more observation about the Comhurst building is it all seems to be built with marble. Very old looking, guys. You can see how the building flares out as it's built. Just a very incredible structure. And these buildings, guys, they're everywhere through Worcester. They're all connected, but they're all different. Right into City Hall. Just an incredible place. All the same connected buildings, but they all look different. And driving around, you'd think you're looking at different buildings, but a lot of them are the same building. Yeah, this is marble. Thanks, guys.